What is up, YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back in to Will Burn Shenanigans. My name is Chad, and this is
D.
And we're back with another great video. Today we are going right into this hot topic that unfolded last night before all of our eyes. Well, we didn't watch it. We just found out through social media. Will Smith slapping the dog taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. Was it worth it? Was it not? Let's watch it unfold, and then we will discuss it, guys. Let's dive in.
Oh, wow. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Her face. Well, he's laughing. He's laughing.
Yeah, I think.
I don't get that because he's laughing.
But she might have hit that quick, that foot down there, so you can't see her leg. She might have said, "You're laughing." I don't find it funny. You know that look. You've done it to me. You some type of body part touch. She like. Okay, I know now.
But he laughed.
But I think she's like, it ain't funny.
I'm just saying.
See, the camera turned now. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
right now.
that's true.
Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
He slapped a taste. Did you see how hard he slapped? He didn't. That's not even.
I think the fact is, like, it's one thing to get socked by a grown man, but to get smacked by a grown man, I think that's another type of disrespect.
Wow,
Look at Lupita. That's her name, right?
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
See, he's ready to say something else.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
He's still joking.
That's Chris Rock. There's two sides. I feel like there's on Chris Rock. We're gonna tell Chris Rock's side.
Okay, so I feel like Chris Rock, yes, he handled it professionally, but I feel like no matter what, he's in the wrong. It's everybody. I feel like if he fights back, he's in the wrong. I feel like him making this joke, he's in the wrong. I feel like him being professional, he's in the wrong. I feel like no matter what Chris Rock did, I feel like he was considered in the wrong in people's eyes.
I think what happens, before we found out, I have found out there was another video back in 2016 where Chris Rock, they weren't at I guess they boycotted the Oscars or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And he made
a joke about her. So now when I found that out, I think it carried over. And then I think with Will, this can go on forever.
Will's side. You stood up for your wife. Kudos.
I think people are just going off of last night. I'm looking at the buildup, and people are saying like, "Well, she did this, she did that." This man had to sit at a red table like us. We watched the show. He had to sit there in front of his wife, and she tell him.
But whose choice was that?
No, but I'm saying he had to sit at the table and tell him like, "Oh, I was sleeping with somebody else."
Okay, but whose choice was that? That was his wife's red table. He knew what he was in.
He don't know what if she didn't tell him that's what she was going to dress?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's your wife's show. Your wife put you out there like that.
But okay, that don't give you the right. Now let me finish. The world always talk about men opening up, talking about their feelings. Mm-hmm. Every man, I said this in the last video, that has opened up openly over social media has become a meme.
Yes.
Tyrese.
I agree.
Who else cried on there? Somebody else was a meme. A meme.
I don't remember.
A meme. Okay, I get it. And I get the comedy thing. I get it. I get the comedy. I'm not trying to be that person. I get it. Comedians make jokes. Mm-hmm. Let's laugh. I get that. But you got it. I'm saying for Will, y'all beat this man up for years, almost a year and a half when that red table came out. Y'all had this man a meme and his wife and I get it.
But I feel like she has to take some type of blame for it.
But like I said, she has that thing with her hair. Now, if she was just regular, she shaved her head, maybe this joke. She shaved her own head like Amber Rose. Maybe this joke slides by.
Like achalasia or something like that.
Yeah, she has that disorder. Maybe she didn't find it funny. Like, my hair is like this because I don't have no control of it. Mm-hmm. And maybe it hit her the wrong way and they've been through so much. Yes. What if this is your point? You're receiving your award and you say, honey, tonight we've been through a lot. This is a night we get to enjoy drinks, get my award. This is they looking to laugh.
Like I think what everybody is getting misguided from is like, Will, you laughed first, then acted. I feel like if that was the case, then you should have acted first. Like, I think that's where everybody's getting them mixed up,
But,
because they're like, but Will, you
But
laughed
my
about
thing is
it.
the joke.
So you laugh.
And this is where I'm a scan. And I've been telling her this all morning. I see both sides. I see Chris Rock's side and I see Will. I'm not even really taking a side on this because
No, at all. I'm not
I'm
either.
telling Will's part and I'm saying he had a lot over the years build up.
Yeah.
Should he have taken out on Chris? Maybe not. Maybe that was just his anger, but he probably.
just feel like what
But he
if-
probably was at his boiling point. You get
Yeah,
to a boiling
yeah,
point
you're
where
right,
somebody
you're
gonna catch
right.
it.
Yeah.
Like I get mad and she be like, "Why you taking it out on me?" Somebody gonna catch it. That's just how it go.
But you think about it like this. What if, let's just think, I know it sucks to always be like, what if? Yes. What if Chris fought back and then that would have been ugly?
It could have.
Like, you got to think of like where it could have went.
And-
Like, he acted professional.
Okay.
But it's like you always say, you said it about Dave Chappelle. Like, that is a comedian.
My comedian thing too is I get it, comedian jokes. But my thing is this is a respect thing for me too. I get
Yeah.
it, we comedians, let's make jokes. But one thing is a grown man is not gonna say nothing about my wife. That's all I'm gonna say. Ain't no other grown man gonna direct no comment towards my wife. And that's what I was trying to get people to understand, because I see a whole bunch of people on Facebook saying like, Will is foul for this. Will, put it this way. For my people out there that's doing y'all thing with y'all homeboys, some of y'all ride harder for y'all homeboys than y'all would for y'all own girl. Because some of y'all homeboy get something happen to him, y'all jumping up, oh my God, I gotta go. My homeboy just got jumped. We about to go ride. My thing is you gotta understand, this is another grown man saying something about, forget the
so
comedy.
let's take out celebrities.
Let's take out celebrity.
everything.
Let's
Let's
take
take
out
out, like,
comedy.
let's put them in real
This
life
is another
right
grown
now.
man throwing a comment at your wife.
Yeah.
I'm reacting, friend or not. You don't direct nothing towards my wife. You want to come for me? We friends. Let's do it. But don't. And if you not close to my wife like that too, like okay, maybe we close friends, but you ain't like that with my wife. You not about to say nothing to my wife. And I feel like a lot of dudes are saying like, oh, he was like. So you allowing your wife to be, friends or not, you allowing your wife to be disrespected on TV. You're allowing your wife has a disorder, friend or not, losing her hair. You're allowing another man to disrespect your
national
wife. You gonna sit there and be like, and they can say it all they want. Will laugh first. And then his wife nudged him and said, it ain't funny. And he had to say, as a husband, my wife ain't having it. I have to stand up for her. If he don't, for y'all that's not married, that's your problem. If you don't, I'm getting the wrath in the bed tonight because I've been there with my wife where she's like, really? You didn't say nothing? Then I got to sit here and I got to lay them out. Will Smith at the end of the day has to lay with Jada. Regardless of what they've been through, that is still his wife. He has to go home, get into bed with her, and he has to lay in that nest.
And I think that's what plays a part is because she has a disorder, a sickness. I can't, like she has something that's obviously wrong with her. So it's like, yeah, it's a comedy, but to an extent. See, like he said, if it was just something like she shaved her head off because she wanted to, okay, maybe I'll get it. But it's something that she physically is battling with. So at that point, you have to understand, like
I get it. Comedy don't have lines. I get it. Comedy don't have no boundaries, but it's certain lines.
And then, like, honestly,
you just gotta be like,
he made fun of her last Oscars in 2016. If you guys go back, watch the video. In 2016, he made a joke about her again, belittling her.
And this is another
and they weren't there. They weren't there
to back themselves up.
Yeah, they weren't there that time. 2016.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad because I just had a vision come to my head. Like you said, they weren't there. So let's just say you a couple or whatever, and somebody talking behind your back, because that's basically what Chris Rock was doing on the 2016.
Yeah, he was like throwing shade.
Y'all gonna go attack them because you gonna say you talking shit behind my back. That's basically what it was.
He was like low key belittling her, and then so it's like, okay, 2016. Now we're in 2022. They're front row seat. And then you pick a joke at her. But I feel like it's like, okay, some people don't take some jokes, nicely. Like,
so Will have handled it better? Yes. I'm not saying Will should have went out there and slapped the taste out of him. But at the same time, I just don't like how people saying like, oh, no. Because at the end of the day, I always say this, for people like, I always tell her like, we married. We've been married 3 years. We get almost 9 years. Yeah. I tell her all the time, a single person who ain't never been married can't give you advice on a marriage because they've never been married. Or somebody who's never bought a house, bought a car, come tell you, oh, this is how you do it. You've never done it. So it's like, yeah, you might do your research, but you've never been there to physically understand what it's like to be married. So that's why I always tell people like, you can't give advice on something you've never done. So like all these people saying like, will, if you've never been married or understand what it's like to be married and go through your ups and downs and being there for your wife, your husband, you can't really speak because you don't know what it's like to be there. And it's like, stop saying like, oh, will this and that. Will. You've never been married. You don't know what he's going through with his house in his household. How deep we saw the red table and all that, but you don't know what their household is like. You don't know what it's like for them at home as a married couple, what they're battling. So stop coming for people when you don't know what's going on. Stop it.
And I think it's more or less just joking. Like, yeah, there's jokes. Yeah, you know, I'm
But
pretty
you gotta
sure
know your
Will
line,
Smith-
too.
Yeah, you gotta know the jokes to go. Because a lot of people were bringing up everything else, like Tupac or
It's scripted.
like everything.
And a lot of stuff is scripted.
Yeah.
What if that wasn't scripted and Chris Rock just said, "Oh, I want to pop a joke and throw it in there and be funny." You could have asked Will before that, like, "Hey, Jaden, Will, we cool? Hey, we scripted. Can I pop this joke?" You could have did that too. Like, "Hey, will it bother you?" No, he took it that way. And like I said, it's two sides to it. It's Chris Rock's side, I feel bad because I like both of them. I like Will and Chris, but it's like, I see both sides.
Yeah,
I
see
really
both
do on
sides.
this one.
I can't. I'm in the middle.
But I just feel like a lot of people are coming for Will, and I get it. His actions were a lot, but it's like, dude, stop saying it like he was protecting his wife.
But
it's
it's
like
like
a
he said,
cub,
keep
a mom
my
protecting a
wife's
cub.
name out of your
Thank you.
mouth.
And that's the bottom line.
He kept talking about it. 2016. Here we go. And who's to say what else he said between these years?
It's a grown man speaking on somebody else's wife. And
Regardless, you're in Chris Rock's situation, you're gonna handle it differently. You're in Will Smith's, you're gonna handle it differently.
stop talking about my wife. And that, as simple as that. And I like a lot of people do that. They come for people like somebody in our comment, and I hate doing this, but somebody said it in my comments on one of the videos and was like, "Oh, your wife do this and you should leave her." You don't even know me. How you gonna tell me to leave my wife? And now I understand when Will gave his speech and he like, y'all expect us to take stuff from people. And yes, I get it. We on a platform. I don't care. It don't bother me. You can say whatever you want. I've been married to my girlfriend and I've been with her for a long ass time. Somebody telling me leave my wife ain't gonna happen. Like, I don't know you. You're not gonna make me say, "Oh yeah, he said leave my wife because she didn't agree with me on the video." That's why you're not married, probably, because you don't know how to set boundaries. Stop. That's the problem with some of y'all. You ain't married. You don't know how to set boundaries and trying to tell somebody else how to do something. That's why you're not married. That's
Or
why a
even,
lot
it
of.
doesn't have to be marriage. It's just
But that's why. But
relationship.
it is a marriage though, Will and Dredd. You can't
No,
say
but
that.
I'm saying, regardless, we weren't married, we're in a relationship. Like, it's just that level of like, you don't know what happens behind closed doors.
You don't know what Will.
Like, you don't know what Jada's feeling. You don't know what she got to deal with every day.
I don't know what that sickness and that illness carries. I don't know.
I
what
know
it does.
for sure it makes
We know
you
it's hair
shed
loss.
your hair. Yeah, and
We don't
hair
know if
loss.
it has more to it. And it, for all you know, she could be battling depression from that. And you just hit her button and she like, dang. Like, she could have got bad news from the doctor that day, and all of a sudden, here you go again, popping off at her. And she like, oh my God, I
I
cannot
think he
catch
could
a
have
break.
made another joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly, I feel like the hair was not.
But somebody
the
said
joke.
something about G.I. Jane. I ain't never seen the movie. I just know the hair. I ain't never watched G.I.
Yeah, it's
Jane.
just I think like a white girl.
But
just
I
like
heard
her
somebody
hair.
reference something from G.I. Jane, like she cheated or something, and that probably ticked Will too, because like she cheated. So that was another fuel. I don't know if it is. I ain't never seen the movie,
There's
but
so
somebody,
much
it was
he
just
say,
so
she
much.
say.
But like I said, I do see both sides, but I just don't like people playing like a side like, oh, you know, you gotta just be stern. It's at one point as a human. I told her this morning. There's times in life where you deal with your own family talking about you and you don't deal with them no more. These celebrities got to deal with people day in and day out, and every day you wake up and you can say, that's the lifestyle, that's the lifestyle. You can't even handle your lifestyle as a regular human and somebody talking about you.
They can only cut so much people off. There's the
Social media flat.
Yeah.
I got it right now. I get messages, emails, all kind of stuff, and hatred thrown. You can say like
They
you
can
chose.
only, with us, like, you know, when you're not at their level, you can, you know, maneuver. What was it? Maneuver. You can maneuver like your life. You know, you can block people, stop talking to people, keep your distance. With them being celebrities, they don't really have that option because they're celebrities. They can't get away from social media. What, they're gonna block a lot of people, or you know, walking out and stuff like that. They get hatred. You know, people from their beliefs, everything. So it's like they can't do it the way we can.
And that
do
thing
it.
is, I see America reacting like this. It's so crazy. This is how America is set up, right? This is how y'all reacted to Will going up there slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars, but y'all go watch another video of somebody doing something way more crazier who ain't on that platform and say he had to do what he had to do. Like, what? Okay, so I'm a celebrity, so I gotta act a certain way. But somebody who's not can go beat the dog hell out of somebody else on camera and stump their head, and you say they deserved it. But Will do it. It's like he's on the. No, stop. They still people, celebrity or not. They got emotions, they got feelings, they go through stuff.
They probably go through way more than we do because
So-
of all the hate they get
So stop
every
using
day.
that celebrity stuff as a platform. Oh, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. We get it.
And
They
but it's
are.
like you said, at the end of the day, regardless of anything, it's like you said, everybody has a breaking point. Everybody.
And you gonna get it.
And you just might not know when
And-
you're gonna get
And
someone.
my stance is this. Like I said, you a grown man, don't say nothing about my wife. It's simple as that. Don't say nothing about her. It's my wife. Don't say nothing about my
It's a
wife.
respect thing too.
You're a grown man. Comedy or not, don't say nothing about my wife. That's where I stand. That's where I took it. When I watched it, I said, yes, Will could have acted better, but at the same time, don't say nothing about my wife.
Especially about her, her disorder, her sickness. Like, that's hard.
That's where I stand.
It's like that saying, like, what if that was her last reason?
You don't know. And then people end up like, I don't know. Like I said, we did a reaction, like we talked about comedy in the last one, like give it, but like I said, I'm not against the comedy. Like I said, comedy has no lines. Like there's no boundary with comedy. But there's also sometimes.
I mean, yeah, when you the first intent when you watch it, it's like, yeah, it's funny. It's like, oh, snap. But then as an adult, if you are an adult, you think about it and you put yourself in and be like, dang, like that's like, ooh.
If that was my wife, would I have reacted? Some of y'all saying like I said, this is the hot topic. I got a lot of friends I didn't grow up with that hood. And it's like, dog, if it was your homies, you riding for them. You gonna sit here and tell me, oh, Will overreacted. If your homeboy got jumped in the club, y'all going to go ride out like no tomorrow and then going to do everything above the sun. But yet you gonna sit here and tell Will for protecting his wife, he a whole bitch. But if your homeboy got jumped, you up there going to go tear up whoever did it. Have the same energy.
Yeah,
have the same energy you got for your homeboy, the same for your girl.
People just pick and choose. That's all, And whether you are Team Chris Rock or Team Will Smith, I mean, you have your reasons. We have ours. I mean, we agree to disagree, and that's okay.
So look, this is what we gonna do. Y'all know how we do. Go to the comment section down below.
Are you Team Chris Brown or are you Team Will
Chris
Smith?
Brown?
Oh,
Chris Rock. Dang, you got Chris Brown.
My bad.
It ain't even team. Like, just let us know your opinion. It ain't no team.
Like,
what's your opinion?
Like,
on
what's
it?
your take about it? Like, why are you saying like, oh, I agree with Chris Rock because
or are y'all like us? Y'all in the middle. Like, I see both sides.
Or
and
you
stuff.
just don't give a fuck.
Or you just don't care because it ain't your life. We ain't Will or Chris Rock, and I ain't got Will or Chris Rock money. At the end of the day, they about to go ha to the bank. That's the way I see it. When something happens to something happens to a celebrity or at the end of the day, I'd be like, this gonna blow over, and they still gonna ha to the bank. That's the way I see it. We out.